Success without happiness is useless. Happiness without success is fragile. Here's the truth. Success and happiness, two words often used together but rarely understood in harmony. Most people spend their whole lives chasing one and forgetting the other. They climb mountains, win awards, build businesses, and yet they feel empty inside. Why? Because success without happiness is achievement without meaning. You see, real success isn't about how high you climb, but how much peace you feel when you get there. It's not about the house, the car, or the bank account. It's about who you've become in the process. Some people are so busy making a living that they forget to make a life. They chase success so hard that they lose sight of joy. But what good is success if you can't enjoy it? What good is wealth if you can't smile? Happiness, on the other hand, is not a gift, it's a skill. It's the ability to find joy in small victories, gratitude in ordinary days, and purpose in every effort. Happiness doesn't wait for success, it invites it. When you're happy, you think clearer, work smarter, and attract better opportunities. Success gives you comfort, happiness gives you contentment, and when the two come together, you find fulfillment. Jim Rohn often said, "Learn to be happy with what you have while you pursue all that you want." That's not a contradiction, that's wisdom. Because the secret to life is not choosing between success and happiness, but learning how to build both together. So, if you're chasing goals, remember to pause and breathe. If you're working hard for success, make sure you're also working hard on your joy. Because the true measure of achievement isn't what you earn, it's what you feel. Happiness is not the reward at the end of success. It's the foundation that keeps success alive, and when you master that balance, success becomes more than just money in the bank. It becomes peace in your heart. Most people have been taught to chase success, like it's the finish line of life. They believe that once they have the right job, the right house, or the right number in their bank account, then happiness will finally arrive. But here's the truth, that finish line keeps moving. Every time you reach it, it moves a little further away. You see, the problem isn't in wanting more, it's in believing that more will fix what's missing inside. Success by itself is external. It can fill your pockets, but it can't fill your soul. You can't substitute achievement for fulfillment. You can't replace peace with possessions. You can't buy joy with income. That's why so many people wake up one day surrounded by everything they once dreamed of, yet feel lost, anxious, or disconnected. Because they forgot to enjoy the journey, they sacrificed happiness on the altar of ambition. True happiness doesn't come after success, it fuels it. When you love what you do, when your goals align with your values, when your work gives meaning to your days, that's when success starts to multiply naturally. It's not about slowing down your drive, it's about shifting your focus. Success built without happiness is like building a mansion on sand. It looks strong, but it won't stand for long. The richest people in the world aren't those with the most money. They're the ones who wake up with peace, passion, and purpose. The real victory is when you no longer need success to prove your worth. When you work not because you're desperate for validation, but because you're inspired by contribution. So, if you're feeling exhausted, empty, or constantly restless, maybe it's time to stop chasing and start aligning. Don't let the world convince you that happiness is waiting for you at the top. It's waiting for you on the way up. Because happiness doesn't slow your progress, it strengthens it. It gives you the energy to keep building, to keep believing, and to keep becoming. And when you learn to work joyfully, success stops feeling like a struggle. It starts feeling like a natural result of who you are. Success at its core isn't about what you get, it's about who you become. Because if your inner world is weak, no amount of outer achievement can hold it together. You can't build a great life with a troubled mind. You can't lead others if you haven't learned to lead yourself. The truth is, the foundation of lasting success is not hard work alone, it's inner strength. So many people try to build wealth on a weak foundation: stress, ego, insecurity, or fear. They hustle, they grind, they win for a moment, but eventually it collapses. Because what's inside always determines what survives. Happiness is the test of real success. If you can smile in the struggle, stay grateful in the grind, and find peace in the process, you've already won. When you build yourself, success becomes sustainable. When you master your emotions, your habits, your focus, everything else starts falling into place. Remember, the goal is not just to do more, but to be more. Success that comes from growth lasts longer than success that comes from luck. You see, happiness strengthens your inner world. It keeps you grounded when life tests you, patient when results are slow, and humble when rewards arrive. Without happiness, success becomes fragile. You'll chase endlessly, compare constantly, and never feel enough. But when you learn to find happiness in growth, not just in goals, life takes on a different rhythm. You stop running from failure and start learning from it. You stop competing with others and start improving yourself. True success begins the moment you realize that your emotions, thoughts, and energy are your greatest assets. Manage them well, and the world will open doors for you that you never thought possible. The happiest people are not those who avoid challenges, they're the ones who grow through them. They see success not as a race, but as a journey of becoming better, wiser, and more capable each day. So, work harder on yourself than you do on your job, because your inner growth will always determine your outer results. That's the inner game of success, and it's the only game worth mastering. Success and happiness are not enemies, they are partners. They depend on each other to survive. One feeds the other, and together they form a life of true fulfillment. But too often, people try to separate them. Some chase success and ignore happiness. Others chase happiness and ignore responsibility. Both paths lead to emptiness. You can't have lasting success if you're miserable, and you can't stay truly happy if you're unproductive and stagnant. Life demands balance, not just effort. Think of success and happiness like two wings of a bird. You need both to fly. If one wing is weak, you'll keep circling in frustration, never rising to your potential. Success gives you direction, purpose, and achievement. It pushes you forward, keeps you disciplined, gives you the joy of progress. But happiness gives you the strength to continue, the peace to rest, and the gratitude to stay grounded. If success is about building, happiness is about enjoying. If success is the drive, happiness is the fuel. If success is the mountain, happiness is the view. The tragedy is that most people climb without ever stopping to see the beauty around them. They think happiness is a reward waiting at the summit, but it's actually the strength that carries you there. The truth is, when happiness leaves, success starts to feel empty. You lose energy, creativity, and joy. And when success fades, happiness without progress turns into comfort, and comfort can quietly kill potential. So, the wise learn to nurture both. They work hard on their goals but never forget to laugh, rest, and love along the way. They know that money can't buy happiness, but happiness can make the journey to money worthwhile. The happiest successful people are those who have mastered this balance. They grow without greed, achieve without arrogance, and live with a sense of calm ambition. Because at the end of the day, success is what you build, but happiness is what makes it worth building. And when those two meet, you don't just live well, you live fully. In the end, success and happiness are not goals, they are habits. They're built one choice at a time, one thought at a time, one day at a time. The art of living well isn't about chasing extremes, it's about living with awareness, gratitude, and purpose. The happiest and most successful people don't just plan their careers, they plan their lives. They don't only measure wealth in dollars, they measure it in joy, health, relationships, and peace of mind. To live well, you must learn to design both your progress and your peace. You must work with intensity and rest with intention. You must strive to grow while remaining thankful for how far you've already come. The truth is, neither success nor happiness can stand alone for long. Success without happiness becomes pressure. Happiness without purpose becomes emptiness. It's the harmony between the two that makes life rich. You'll never find lasting joy by running endlessly after goals, nor by sitting idly waiting for contentment. The secret is to keep moving forward while enjoying each step of the way. Success asks, what are you achieving? Happiness asks, who are you becoming? And when your answer to both questions feels right, you've found the sweet spot of life. Every morning, remind yourself that you're not just working to earn a living, you're working to build a life. The time you spend with family, the laughter you share, the lessons you learn, these are all part of your wealth. And every evening, when you rest your head, ask yourself not only, what did I accomplish today, but also, did I enjoy the journey? Because the real art of living is not in the trophies or titles, it's in being able to look at your life and say, I've worked hard, I've loved deeply, and I've grown wiser. That's the life of true success, that's the happiness that lasts, and that's the kind of wealth no market can measure. At the end of the day, the goal isn't just to be rich or to be happy, it's to be whole. Because life is not a race between success and happiness, it's a dance between them. Jim Rohn once said, learn how to be happy with what you have while you pursue all that you want. That single sentence holds the secret to a fulfilling life. You see, if you only chase success, you might reach the top, but you'll find the mountain cold and lonely. If you only chase happiness, you might feel good, but you'll lack the direction that gives life meaning. The real magic happens when you bring both together, when you find joy in the process of growing and peace in the pursuit of greatness. Every dream, every goal, every late night effort, it's all meant to serve something deeper, the happiness of becoming who you were meant to be. So don't just build a career, build a life. Don't just collect achievements, collect moments. Don't just chase what shines, nurture what matters. Because one day, when you look back, you'll realize that success was never the final destination. It was simply the road that led you to happiness. And when success and happiness finally walk side by side, that's when you've truly won at life.